Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
It's high and it is gone. Line drive home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 25 to lead Major League Baseball.
Well, Nasim Nunez is showing off his range with a great catch right there and his wheels.
Nasim Nunez is 2 for 2 with 2 triples here tonight.
He did it again! One night after hitting for the cycle, another leadoff home run for Pete Henry Crow Armstrong. Drake Baldwin to straightaway center field. Welcome back, young man. 473 feet.
10 strikeouts along the way. He has retired 19 of the last 20 Orioles hitters he has faced. That's going to be it for Logan Gilbert tonight, who is absolutely sensational.
And one pitch, one out. Mets have him first and third. Little pop towards short. Mason's got it. Rockets first, and they doubled him up. Bichette wandered too far off first, and Mason Wynn guns him out. Mason Wynn caught it, threw a bullet to first base to double up Bo Bichette. How about that? A 6-3 double play, doubling up the batter Young and Bo Bichette, leaving Soto at third.
It's Raymond. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
.620 WTMJ.
Back with you as we wrap up the On Deck Show. Bill by Menards, and get you set for first pitch here between the Brewers and the Guardians. Time for the roof update. It is brought to you by Big Fish Contracting. Big Fish Contracting, with decades of experience providing roofing, siding, and windows. Visit bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry time machine. We have gone back to April. The roof is closed. The panels are closed. It is raining and it is chilly outside here, especially for June 17th. Very chilly here tonight in Milwaukee. Brewers with Brandon Sproat on the mound here tonight, getting ready to go. We will drive around the league very quickly. It's presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. The Cardinals losers today to the Padres by a score of 6-1. The Reds lost earlier today to the Mets by a score of 9-1. Well, we're ready to roll with the game. It's brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. Stepping in with the play-by-play for Game 2, here's Jeff Levering.
All right, thank you so much, Lane. And a reminder, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Brandon Sproat gearing up to deliver the first pitch of the game to Travis Bazzana. Kyle Manzardo to follow, then Brian Rocchio. Top three in the order for Cleveland. Brewers 2-1 winners last night. Sproat's opening pitch tonight. A swing and a fly ball out to left. Going back is Churio on the warning track. Reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track just in front of the wall. One pitch and one out. 6:40 our first pitch tonight. As Lane told you, roof closed, panels closed. Chilly day and rain much of the day as well. Kyle Manzardo is the hitter after the first pitch fly out from Bazzana, and Manzardo takes low ball one. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbliss, premium cocktails in a can. Enjoy every pitch at American Family Field and find Carbliss right here inside the stadium. Carbliss, less is more. 1-0 Manzardo, fouled it off his front foot. Had a couple of grapefruit Carbliss last night when I got back to the old Casa.
Did watermelon on Monday.
Watermelon's good. I enjoyed the grapefruit. It was very tasty. Manzardo found that one off of his shin guard on his right shin. heavily protected in that area, but nonetheless it stings. So count 1 ball, 1 strike on Kyle Manzardo. .64 degrees outside, 69 degrees inside. Always nice inside American Family Field as Manzardo takes a ball, a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kyle Manzardo. Last night was 0 for 3 with a walk. Sproat's 2-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sproat coming off of arguably one of his best starts of the season. 6 innings of 1-run ball, allowed a home run in his final inning of work. Through just 68 pitches. Left with the lead intact. Heading into the 7th inning in Las Vegas. Here comes the 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Fastball right down the middle at 98. He strikes out Manzardo. First strikeout for Sproat. Each and every Brewers strikeout. Ortho ASAP. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle that you want. Ortho ASAP. See his specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. 2 away for Brian Rocchio. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Opening pitch is a ball low. Fastball again, a 98 from Sproat. Brewers got a very solid outing from Robert Gasser last night. 5 2/3 scoreless, allowing just 2 base hits. Walked 2, struck out 5. 1-0 coming, and Rocchio takes a strike at the knees. Leaned back ever so slightly, didn't think so, and he was probably right, but did not challenge the pitch. So the count is even at a ball and strike, 2 away. Pitch home is a foul off the end of the bat with a changeup. 1-2. Brewers coming in at 44-26, 18 games over 500. 1-2 coming. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and Sproat strikes out a pair in a clean first inning. Another Ortho ASAP strikeout for Sproat. Yelich, Churio, and Terang are coming up against Gavin Williams of the Guardians. Bottom of the first inning, no score on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
When it comes...
The 2-2 got a piece of it. Yes, he had a very good swing. Oh, look at this. Here go the sprinklers. The sprinklers have fired. Pedro, soaking wet, is laughing, seems unfazed by it. Oh, goodness.
His smile is so infectious around this ball club. I have never seen this happen
This
before.
is comedy.
Pedro's just taking a little shower.
This is absolute comedy.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, Tank.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Central Standard, crafted together.
The first inning is brought to you by Lakeland University, your first choice for a flexible, career-focused education on your schedule. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Brewers coming up for the first time against right-hander Gavin Williams, 6'6", 250. 9-3 on the season, 3.32 earned run average. He's been really good over his last 5 starts in particular. It's a big right-hander, wheels and deals to Yelich. And it misses outside for ball 1. Yelich 0 for 4 last night, 272 average overall. 4 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Here comes the 1-0, and it is a strike. It's 1-1. Apparently having some microphone issues here for a moment. 2 balls and a strike on Christian Yelich, and the pitch is outside. Lane, I mean, I know you're doing me a solid here. You got to turn your volume down. My ears are going to blow out. We're going to swap out a little headset here. 3-1 to Yelich is a swing and a foul.
Can't hear you.
Count goes 3 balls and 2 strikes. What? What, Lane? I can't hear you at all. Kent's doing a little tech managing for us right now. Looks like you're wearing a placemat tonight. Swinging a fly, drops ball out towards left field. It's back and gone for Yelich. Christian Yelich hits his 5th home run of the season, and the Brewers have a 1-0 lead. Christian Yelich going the other way for home run number 5. Everett Brewers home run presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Get back to taking big swings on the course. Quarter field. A visit to Ortho ASAP. Get expert care today at orthowisconsin.com. Well, all the runs in the series scored so far for the Brewers, all on solo homers. Yelich with a leadoff home run to get it going in this first inning, as Williams deals and a ground ball hit towards the middle. Rocchio's got it on a couple of hops, throws wide of the bag at first base. Churio's tagged out by the first baseman, a 6-3 ground out. Well, stop in and pick up Giant sunflower seeds and other Giants snacks at your neighborhood Quick Trip. Quick Trip around the bases presented by Giant Snacks. Tonight's contestant, Quick Trip around the bases, Megan Smith of New London. She's a winner. Way to go, Megan Smith of New London. Brewers score in the first inning. Megan will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Giant Snacks and Quick Trip. Pitch on the way is down and in on Bryce Terang. 1 ball and no strikes. I just have a small hunch that headset may not work ever again. No, it'll work fine. But now that Kent has his hands on it, I'm a little more worried about it. That's a strike. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. And of course, Yelly would hit a home run with me using 3 different microphones in the middle of a call, while being blocked by a placemat. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, first base. Manzardo has it, takes it to the bag.
Yeah, that's a true story. You used 3 different headsets during that at-bat. What people don't see behind the scenes. And one of them almost made you deaf because I cranked my headset very loud.
That's okay. I appreciate it. I just appreciated you having it available. Not sure why it stopped working there for a moment, but hopefully we can do some minor surgery with the game of operation and get that thing back up and running. William Contreras, the hitter, 2 away, run in. Williams throws, and he missed outside. Sweeper from Gavin Williams. Brewers baseball brought to you by Sennheiser microphones. No, just kidding. Miller Lite, the original light beer, great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Pitch is away on Contreras. 2 balls, no strikes. Yelich with another leadoff home run. Again, his 5th on the season. Contreras 1 out of 2 with a walk against Williams lifetime. Takes down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. And for Gavin Williams, he has not allowed a ton of home runs over the course of this season. And the Brewers got to him in this first inning, the 3-0. And he takes a strike. Former first rounder out of East Carolina University. Just the 3-1 now is outside for ball 4. The Brewers get another base runner, the 14th home run that he has allowed this year. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin walk, Ortho ASAP walk right in. There is a difference. And now it's Jake Bowers. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch last night. He leads the team with 13 homers. Also leads the squad with 46 runs batted in. For Christian Yelich's 10th career leadoff home run. Bowers waits, and the pitch, a check swing and a ball down low. They will appeal at third. Did not go. Ryan Addison, the umpire, down at third. Ryan Wills is our home plate umpire. Lance Barksdale is the crew chief. He's at first. And Will Little is at second base. 1-0 lead for the Brewers for the Yelich homer. As Williams kicks and deals home, it's high and tight, spins Bowers around. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from the 6'6" right-hander. Went to Cape Fear High School in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Two 2-0 on Jake Bowers. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kind of at the top of the zone with a fastball. And it's a 2-1 strike count.
They're remaking the movie into a television series.
I was just thinking about that. So you're thinking of the remake originally, the Robert De Niro version? That's the second one. There was an original back in the 50s or 60s. The 2-1 is down low. 3 balls, 1 strike. This one is Javier Bardem and Amy Adams.
Who you met once at
I did.
Central Park.
I almost ran her over as I was running in Central Park.
It all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle. You're absolutely right. Almost ran her over. The 3-1 is up and away. Ball 4 on Bowers. So back-to-back 2-out walks issued by Gavin Williams. Brings up Sal Frelick.
I was actually talking about the original. I saw it in the theaters. The original.
The original? I want to say Gregory Peck.
I have no idea. I was thinking
1962 was the original.
I know you know, but I was thinking of the De Niro one, yeah.
Definitely sure. Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum. And Polly Bergen, the original cast of Cape Fear. Pitches a strike on Sal Frelick, the 1992 version. Robert De Niro.
That feels about right. I don't know off the top of my head, but that feels right in that neighborhood.
91.
All right, you were right on it though.
That's inside on Frelick. De Niro, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange, and a young Juliette Lewis.
Right.
Ball and a strike on Frelick, and it's down and in. 2 balls and a strike. Cape Fear High School, not in the same area as the Cape Fear from the show / movie. That was down on the bayou. Max Cady, main character. Here's the 2-1. Lined into the gap in right center field. It's down. At least one will score. Bowers sent around third. Here comes the throw home, and it's held by the relay man. It's a 2-run double off the bat of Sal Frelick. Three to nothing against Gavin Williams and the Guardians in the opening inning. Got down on a fastball on the inner part of the plate around knee high and plugged the gap in right center. Another $75 for the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the silver lining on that double by Frelick. And now Carl Willis, the pitching coach, is out to chat with Gavin Williams as this inning is getting long in the tooth. 25 pitches for Williams. Every trip to the mound presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend.
For Gavin Williams, Cape Fearlick here in the first inning.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I hated it before I said it.
You went through with it anyway.
Oh, absolutely. I was committed to it.
You're pot committed. Garrett Mitchell, a home run last night. He digs in with Frelick at second base. Williams ready, and his opening pitch to Garrett Mitchell is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. 98 miles an hour coming in, 99 miles an hour coming out off the bat of Sal. 3-0 in the bottom half of inning number 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul into the glove of the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Gavin Williams working on 8 days of rest. Got him pushed back. The 1-1. Fly ball into right. Back on it is David Fry with a play. Just in front of the warning track. Side retired. Yelich homers. Frelick doubles home a couple of runs. And after an inning, it's 3-0 Brewers over the Guardians on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
The last weekend in June, experience the excitement as the Epson Tour's rising stars compete.
Bob Engel thinks it's strike 3. Robert, you're thinking about that favorite restaurant. The count is 3-2. The Houston players are leaving the field. The count should be 3-2. The most decisive second strike ever called. He's trying to keep from laughing and smiling. Whoops.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs. And then next day, I got to eat arepas with eggs. So my mom make it for me. And then when my mom is with me, everything's good. I save a lot of money. Estamos lindo.
This is Rhys Hoskins, top half of inning number 2 against Brandon Sproat. Oh, it sounds so much better. You're back. We're back. We're back, baby. Can't fix it. I had all the faith in the world. Brandon Sproat into his windup and is 1-0 to Hoskins. It's a breaking ball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. As we are going through our microphone palooza, missed a couple of things, so we'll get those. 1-1 pitch to Hoskins, doubled last night, swings and misses. Fastball at 98, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This inning is presented by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Game day mess, we've got you covered. First pitch to the final inning. Keep your ride looking major league clean at Tsunami Express Car Wash. 1-2 pitch coming. Line down the left field line, foul. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-2 on Rhys Hoskins. Looking for a shutdown inning is Brandon Sproat after his offense gave him 3 runs in the bottom half of the first. A homer by Yelich, a 2-run double by Sal. And a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Rhys Hoskins has gone on strikes. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Brandon Sproat. Another ortho ASAPK, and Daniel Schneemann is the hitter. Schneemann, left-handed batter. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Helmet nearly popped off, taking that cut at a 4-seam fastball. 0-1 coming. Popped him up. Foul territory, third base side in the seats. 10 seconds, station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. We got Lane Grindle, we've got Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you, and a bunch of different microphones joining the party. 2 strikes on Daniel Schneemann. Here it comes. Struck him out swinging. Another fastball blew it by him. 4 straight Ks for Brandon Sproat. He has carried his appearance in Las Vegas right back to sea level in Milwaukee. Brandon Sproat has been showing signs of this for a while. Had a good appearance in Colorado. Gave up 3 runs in his first 3 innings of work. Finished that outing strong. Went 5 innings in Denver. And then 6 in Vegas. Check swing by Fry. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-1 on David Fry. Saw flashes of this type of stuff over the course of his first few starts this season. Just waiting for him to put it all together. It feels like he has here in the month of June. Breaking ball missed low, and it's a 1-1 count on Fry. Trusting the scoreboard. It is 1-1. On David Fry. 3-0 Brewers lead in the top half of inning number 2. There's the pitch, and it is down and in. Just missed with a cutter. 2 balls and a strike on David Fry. Sproat again from the windup. It's a foul as David Fry off on the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fry last night 0-for-1, drew a walk on an 11-pitch at bat, his first time up against Robert Gasser. And you can understand why he walked the very next hitter. Those are the only 2 walks Gasser had in the game in 5 2/3. 2-2, swing and a fly ball to center. Mitchell takes 1 step to his right and makes the catch. That's an atom ball. 3 up and 3 down again, and a shutdown frame from Brandon Sproat. Bottom of the second on the way. 3-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey.
Cooper Pratt still in search of his first big league hit. 0-for-3 in his big debut last night. Digs in against Gavin Williams. Third baseman Schneemann in on the grass. Here's the pitch, and Pratt takes high ball 1. Pratt 241 in AAA Nashville, 6 home runs and 32 driven in. Has 17 stolen bases. Bet you he slept great last night. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls, no strikes. All of the Emotions going into your Major League debut the night before, family and friends, ticket requests, all the things going into that first game. First one's under your belt. You rested a little easier that night, I can imagine. The 2-0, swing and a miss, late on a fastball, and it's 2-1.
I have to think that your favorite game sometimes as a big leaguer is your second game, right? Get that debut behind you.
All just starts to stack together after that. The 2-1 is line foul right side. Ticketed towards his family and friends section down the right field side. 2-2 on Cooper Pratt. He had quite the contingent behind home plate yesterday. Family and friends, scouts, agents, I mean, all the things. They were all here for Pratt last night. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, base hit. First big league knock for Cooper Pratt. Hang on to that baseball. And he gets the coop from the fan base. And he is smiling ear to ear. He's officially got a batting average. And he's aboard to start this bottom of the second inning. Pitch to Hamilton, squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Pratt with pretty good wheels, 17 stolen bases in the minor leagues this year. Schneeman way in on the grass. Throw to first, and Pratt scampers back. Spencer Allen, first base coach, laughing ever so slightly. All right, kid. Get those feet back on the ground. Takes another half a step. And the 0-1. Bunting, third base side. Schneeman has it. He will go to first and get the out on Hamilton. Sacrifice complete. Pratt up to second base. .53 on the putout. And Christian Yelich is the hitter. Celebrating 50 years as Wisconsin's hometown favorite ice cream, Cedar Crest is the taste you know and the taste you love, just like using your sausage. A Milwaukee original for nearly 150 years, and Pine River cheese spread. More Wisconsin's award-winning cheese, simply the best in class, as Yelich takes a strike. Homer to open up the Brewers' offense in the first inning. Went the other way with it. Pratt in scoring position for Yelich. Williams deals on 0-1 after a couple of looks at second base, and coming back, a foul off on the left side. Fastball at 97 on Yelich. Christian Yelich now with 100 career home runs at American Family Field. Third most in his history. That includes postseason as well. Here's the pitch and a foul. Only Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder have more home runs in this ballpark than Christian Yelich. Nothing in 2 on Yelly. Bailey going in on him. Williams deals. It's up high. Jackson Churio on deck. Cooper Pratt, after his first big league hit, stands at second base. Williams another look over at second. 1-2. Curveball lofted into left center, a base hit. Pratt sent around third. Here comes the throw home. It's way offline. Pratt scores. Yelich to second. It's 4-0 Brewers. Yelich didn't get all of it, but floated it over the glove of Brian Rocchio, the shortstop. Pratt showing off his speed, scored with ease. And the Brewers have scored 4 times against Gavin Williams in the first inning and 2/3. Throw from Petey Halpin way offline. Pratt had to hold ever so slightly to make sure Rocchio didn't catch it. Came sprinting down the line to score. Here is Jackson Chourio. Bounces short first time up, and Chourio takes down and away. Chourio saw an end to his 7-game hitting streak with an 0 for 3 last night. Did reach base with a walk. One-0 pitch to Jackson Chourio. Check swing foul at home plate. Got a piece of Patrick Bailey behind the dish. 41, now 42 pitches for Gavin Williams in an inning and a third. He's retired 4 batters. That's it. No strikeouts. He's walked 2. The Brewers have had a great approach tonight against Gavin Williams. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. And Chourio nearly fell down after making that swing at a cutter up in the zone. Look down at his landing area to make sure it's all secure in that right-handed batter's box. Turang waits next. 1-2 pitch to Jackson Chourio. Williams, another few looks out at second base. Here it comes. Up and away. Williams has been varying his looks towards the plate. Sometimes 2 looks, sometimes 3. There's 1 at Yelich. And now throws home. Ground ball hit towards the middle. Rocchio has it and throws out Chourio, but over to third goes Yelich. Another 6-3 ground out. That one hit harder by Jackson Chourio, and Bryce Turang, the hitter. Turang bounced out to first base. 45 pitches for Gavin Williams, 22 balls, 23 strikes. Four nothing Brewers in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch from Williams. High and wide. Ball 1. Brewers took advantage of a couple of 2-out walks from Williams in the first inning. Sal Frelick with a 2-run double. 1-0 to Turang is fouled away. Good pitch to hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewers coming into this ball game today, averaging just under 7.5 runs a game in the month of June. 104 total runs in 14 games. 1-1 to Turang. Swing, a line drive into the gap in left center field. It's headed towards the wall. It's off the wall. Scoring is Yelich. Into second, Bryce Turang with an RBI double. Turang nearly popped one out of here. Instead, content with an RBI double. Another $75 for the Mac Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining. William Contreras at the plate. He drew a walk and scored in that first inning. He's also our cleanup hitter. Cleanup batter brought to you by Loyal Family Renovations. Clean up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. RBI chance for Contreras. They play him to the opposite field. This one driven out towards right center. Back Halpin at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch up against the fence. He was shaded towards right center. The only reason he made that play, and takes an extra base hit off the board for William Contreras. So the Brewers getting fat and happy against Gavin Williams and the Guardians. They lead at 5-0 as we go to the third on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
I got into injury law.
Oh, what a shot by the big man.
It is out of here.
It is an absolute home run derby.
I've never seen anything like this. I have never seen a game like this in my life.
Swing and a miss. 8 strong for Logan Webb, and that's his 7th strikeout with nary a walk.
And a diving catch by Nathan Lucas.
A highlight reel play to send us to the bottom of the 5th.
Christopher Sanchez having another really strong day.
Well, that's some big-time pitching right there.
You ain't kidding.
That's 10 strikeouts for the 11th time in Sanchez's career. Right back up the middle. Rocchio takes the bag, throws to first, they get out of it. What a double play! What a play by Rocchio! Diving at second, as good as it gets.
Grindle's got the play-by-play for you.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Stephen Kwan leads things off for the Guardians. Sproat's been great so far, 4 strikeouts. He has retired all 6 that he's faced to this point in the game. And works out of the windup. First pitch to Kwan, squaring to bunt, pulls the bat back and takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Kwan having a difficult season, not what you are accustomed to seeing when you look at his line. 211, 1 home run, 13 driven in. The 0-1 pitch is a liner to center. Coming in as Mitchell goes into a dive, and he made the catch. Garrett Mitchell with a great read off the bat, goes into a dive and takes a hit away from Stephen Kwan. Garrett showed him the money. 1 away for Petey Halpin.
Does that make Garrett the ambassador?
The ambassador, absolutely. You're picking up what I put down. Halpin hitting 161 on the year, no home runs, 1 driven in. And checks on a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Sproat looks like a different guy right now, doesn't he? Just confident, good rhythm. Everything that he's doing on the mound looks like he's in control. The 0-1 missed outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's really looked that way since the 4th inning in Colorado, 2 starts ago.
He kind of turned a corner there. He really just got tough and battled through those last 2 innings because the Brewers needed some length on that day. The pitch is down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Remember, they'd come off that wild game the day before against the Giants and lost a couple of pitchers potentially at that point in the game the day before. They needed some length and a little bit of a break for that bullpen. 2-1 is chopped foul at the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, he only got through 5, but at one point early, you weren't sure he was going to get that far into the game. And I think he knew his team needed him, and I think he found a little something there because it certainly carried over to Vegas in one of the toughest environments you could possibly pitch in. And now, for Sproat to pitch here after those 2 starts. Here's the 2-2. It's hit in the air to left. It's going to carry out to Churio, who's back just a couple of steps and to his right to make the catch. And there's 2 away now for Patrick Bailey. This is like a cross-country runner training at elevation and then going down to sea level, and all of a sudden you've got all this oxygen again. You feel invincible. That's probably how it feels for Sproat.
He's sprinting with the wind at his back now.
Here's Bailey, the former Giant, acquired earlier in the year by the Guardians. Pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. This inning being brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Game day mess, got it covered. From first pitch to final inning, keep your ride looking major league clean at Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late on that changeup down and away. He was fooled by that pitch. No balls and 2 strikes.
You're used to reading that because it's in the 2nd inning.
That's right.
And that's their cleanup hitter. Kent gave you the wrong card. Kent's, it's a big league night for Kent.
Yeah, He handed it to me. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Brandon Sproat with his 5th strikeout of the night. And we're going to strike Kent out during the break. 9 up and 9 down against Sproat. First time through the order. We go.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For a free inspection today. We treat each client like family and each home as if it were our own. LeoFamilyRenovations.com.
The third inning is brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. You cheer on the hometown team, so bank at your hometown bank. Visit TCNB.com to open your account today.
Jake Bowers leads off the bottom of the 3rd inning here at American Family Field, a 5-0 Brewers lead. Gavin Williams has thrown 49 pitches through the first 2 innings, and the first pitch to Bowers is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bowers, a walk and a run scored back in the 1st inning. Williams out of the windup, the 0-1, and dropped a breaking ball in there for strike 2. That was the curveball that time for Williams. Brewers have had good success against Williams in his 2 previous starts against the Crew. 0-2 is a ground ball hit to first, played by Manzardo. He'll run to the bag and retire Bowers for the first out of the 3rd inning. He had allowed 7 runs over 9 combined innings in his previous outings against the Brewers. That was in 24 and last year in Cleveland, and it's been more of the same for the Brewers here tonight against Williams. 5 runs through the first 2 innings against him. And now here's Sal Frelick, who had the 2-run double back in the 1st. Williams' first pitch, and Sal took outside. It's 1-0. Sal has homered against Williams in his career, so he's had Williams' number in a very small sample. Here's the 1-0 to Frelick, and a chopper to first. Big hop for Manzardo. He's going to run to the bag and retire Frelick, and a couple of 3 unassisteds to start up this bottom of the 3rd. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. Like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. So here's Garrett Mitchell. Flied out to the warning track to end the 1st inning. Homered in last night's game, went 2 for 3 last night. He has been really in a good place for about the last month. Williams brings home the pitch, and Garrett flinches at a pitch down and in with a sweeper. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Average up to 258 at the start of the night tonight for Mitchell. He's hit .333 over his last 23 games. 1-0, swing and a miss. Elevated a cutter at 92, and Mitchell came up empty. 1 ball and 1 strike on Garrett. The pitch, swing and a miss. Swung through a curveball, 1-2. 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd. By the the way, the 1-2-3 flawless inning by Sproat in the top half, brought to you by Carbless Premium Cocktails in a Can, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Williams brings home the 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball at 97, and he strikes out Mitchell. And Williams had a quick, efficient, and a much-needed 1-2-3, bottom of the third. Stock up for your next tailgate. Grab a pack of Carbless at your local retailer, or find cans right here at American Family.
The tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
To Vargas. Got him. Fastball at 99. Back-to-back Ks for Miz.
Setting up on the outside corner, and he hit the glove. Perfect pitch by Mizorowski. Excellent command with that fastball.
1-0-1, and he finishes the inning with a strikeout. Miz with 3 Ks. Got him. Blew him away with 99. 5 Ks in the first 2 innings for Mizorowski. And he struck him out. 10 Ks on opening day for Miz.
Go to the top of the 4th inning. Travis Bazzana lead things off for the Guardians. Second time through the order for Sproat. First offering is outside. It's 1-0. It has been 9 up and 9 down for Sproat to start this game. Game number 2 of this 3-game series. Brewers won game 1 last night, 2-1, and out to a commanding lead early on in this one. Pitch caught the outside corner with a cut fastball. It's 1-1. That has been the pitch that Sproat really worked on in spring training, and he's leaned on it more and more as this season has gone along. He threw it a lot in Vegas. That cutter, the 1-1 pitch, and that missed a little low. Didn't miss by a lot. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Another cutter. In fact, that probably was a strike. Contreras could have challenged it. I think if he did, he would have won it. Sproat's 2-1 pitch, and Bazzana flinched at a pitch that missed outside. That was a changeup that time. He didn't chase it. It's 3-1. Didn't miss by a lot either, for that matter, but that one was off the plate and outside. So a rare 3-1 count to a Guardians hitter. We haven't seen many hitters' counts tonight against Sproat. Swings on this one and fouls it back and out of play into the third deck behind home plate. It is a full count now on Bazzana, 3-2. Bazzana flew out to the warning track in left back in the first. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Left-handed hitter. As Sproat looks in to Contreras. Now working out of the windup. Brings home the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him. Missed outside. Contreras thought about challenging it, but I think that was definitely wide, and it was by plenty. And it's a leadoff walk to Bazzana. And the Guardians have a base runner here in the top of the 4th inning. Well, when the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. So here's Kyle Manzardo. First offering from Sproat is a swing and a foul over near the on-deck circle. It's 0-1. Manzardo struck out against Sproat back in the first inning. Sproat with 5 strikeouts the first time through this Guardians lineup in the first 3 innings. Sproat's 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. That will be challenged by Contreras.
The catcher's challenging the ball call.
And he's going to win it. I think this just clipped the very top of the strike zone on the outside edge. We await, and boom. So good challenge by Contreras. Those challenges brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. No balls and 2 strikes on Manzardo. Sproat has been efficient so far tonight. Just 41 pitches as he works here in the 4th. And a spinner to throw to first, and back in time is Bazana. Reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. Save the tailgating for the parking lot before the game. On the road, keep a safe following distance to avoid accidents. 0-2 pitch is inside. It nearly hit Manzardo. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. First base runner of the night for the Guardians over at first base with nobody out. A 5-0 Brewers lead. Sproat out of the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. And a liner into right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Stopping at second will be Bazana. And that's the first hit of the game for the Guardians. So a walk and now a base hit. And the Guardians have a little something cooking against Sproat here in the top of the 4th inning. That'll get Brian Rocchio to the plate for Cleveland. Rocchio, a strikeout victim back in the 1st. That ball was hit pretty hard off the bat of Manzardo, and disappointing for Sproat because he got ahead. That was an 0-2 count on Manzardo. Sproat fell behind to Bazana and then got the count full. Ended up losing that battle with the walk. And now you try to buckle down and pitch like you have a 5-run lead here. Navigate this inning, minimize damage. Of course, you'd love to get out of it altogether, but the one thing you can't afford is to let this turn into a big inning for Cleveland. First pitch to Rocchio is outside. It's 1-0. Brewers scored 3 in the first, 2 more in the second inning to grab this 5-0 lead. And now Sproat trying to navigate a little bit of traffic here in the 4th. 1-0 offering. That is a strike at the bottom of the zone with a cutter. And it's 1-1. 2 on and nobody out here in the 4th. Rocchio, a switch hitter, so he's up there left-handed against Sproat. And he takes a ball. That one missed down and away, and it's 2-1 on Rocchio. 269 average, 5 home runs, 32 driven in coming into tonight for Rocchio. Sproat looks at second. And now the 2-1 pitch. That missed way inside. It goes to 3-1. So a little bit of difficulty falling behind 2 of the 3 batters in this inning for Sproat. Something we did not see the first trip through the order. He was so efficient, so sharp. We were commenting on just how confident he looked that first time through, but it's been a little bit laborsome so far here in this 4th. 3-1 pitch, and that missed inside, and he walked him, and the bases are loaded. So the Brewers out to a 5-0 lead, and what you try to avoid happening is happening here in this 4th inning. A couple of free passes and a base hit, and the bases are loaded with nobody out, and now some trouble to try to work out of for Sproat. Rhys Hoskins will be the batter, the former Brewer. He struck out against Sproat to start up the 2nd inning. And so a young rookie pitcher here in Sproat is going to be challenged a little bit, trying to compete his way through this inning. First offering to Hoskins. He is right through there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Filled up the zone with a cutter on the inner half. That's a good job of jumping ahead in this battle with Hoskins. Here's the 0-1. And he nailed the outside corner with a sweeper. And it's 0-2. So he has come right after Hoskins in terms of throwing strikes. That one might have been a little bit low. Borderline pitch. Hoskins did not challenge it. So it is no balls and 2 strikes on Hoskins. He could use a strikeout in the worst of ways. Sproat brings home the pitch, and he missed down and away with a sweeper. It's 1-2. Pizzana is at third. Manzardo's at second. Rocchio is at first. This is a Cleveland offense that has struggled to score runs this year. 1-2 pitch. Missed low with a sweeper. Tried to get Hoskins to chase it again, and he just did not go down there and go after that pitch. Now the count is even at 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ran a sinker at 96. In on the hands of Hoskins. That's a huge ortho ASAP strikeout for Brandon Sproat. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle you want at ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. That is his 6th strikeout of the night. And that was a much-needed one. Now you have a little window to try to get yourself out of this inning. First pitch to Schneemann. Misses down and away with a changeup. And it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ran a cutter in on the hands of Schneemann. It's 1-1 strike. The Guardians last night were 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Schneemann came off the bench last night, went 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch. That dropped off the plate down. And maybe a touch outside as well with a cutter. It's 2 balls and 1 strike here on Schneemann. Bases full of Guardians. Sproat trying to navigate this inning. He got the first big out in the strikeout of Hoskins. Now the 2-1 to Schneemann. Swing and a miss. Went after a sinker down low, and it's 2-2. If he could get a strikeout of Schneemann here, I think you'll hear this ballpark get pretty loud pretty quickly. Trying to support their young right-hander through what has been a stressful inning thus far. Sproat brings home the 2-2 pitch, and a high fly ball to right. This is deep. Frelick's back at the track. It is gone. Hung a curveball, and Schneemann sent it out of here. It's a grand slam, and it's a 5-4 ball game. Just like that, the Brewers' lead is down to 1. Schneemann with his 6th home run of the season. And that is a big swing for Cleveland. And Chris Hook is out of the dugout, and what had been just a brilliant beginning to this game for Sproat has now gotten sideways in a hurry here in this top of the 4th inning. Walk, base hit, walk. Then he got the strikeout of Hoskins, and you're thinking, okay, there's a path out of this, but a lot of work left to do, and Schneemann gets the hanging breaking ball on a 2-2 count, and he sent it out of here to right. 3rd career grand slam for Daniel Schneemann. And now Chris Hook out there for a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. And for Gavin Williams and the Guardians, probably feels a little bit like second life. Brewers still with the lead. Still lead at 5-4 here, but important that Sproat can get these next 2 outs and let the offense get back to work in the bottom of the 4th. Here's David Fry, former Brewers farmhand, and Fry takes low. It's 1-0. Sproat out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch. That is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Missed with a cut fastball. It's been a lengthy inning for Sproat, who had been so efficient. Again, 9 up, 9 down the first time through the order. It's been anything but that this second time through. 2-0 pitch to Fry. That's in there for a strike with a cutter. And it's 2-1. Body's starting to move around in that Brewers bullpen now. As Sproat just threw his 60th pitch, actually his 61st pitch of the outing. Here's the 2-1. And he just missed off the plate away. It goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. So another 3-ball count for Sproat against a Guardians hitter. Chad Patrick starting to play catch out of that Brewers bullpen. Fry, a right-handed hitter, as Sproat brings home the 3-1. And this one's popped up back of first. It'll be Bowers in foul territory making the catch. Just about a step into foul territory. That's a big second out for Sproat. Now here's Stephen Kwan. Heading to a Brewers game, Potawatomi Sportsbook will get you there. Make any purchase or same-day bet for a shuttle wristband. Space is limited. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. So here's Kwan, who is robbed of a hit by Mitchell to start up the third inning. Sproat brings home the first pitch to Kwan, and that's in there for a strike. His sinker at 95, and it's 0-1. 5-4 ball game. Brewers had a commanding lead of this one, but it has flipped here in this fourth inning. The 0-1. That missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Patrick getting loose in the Brewers pen. And now Brad Epstein, the trainer, on his way out there to check on Sproat. Chris Hook not too far behind him to come check on him as well. Sproat's last pitch, a fastball at 95. Saw a sinker at 95 right before that. Now the infield joining in to this conversation. We look at that last pitch. Kind of a little bit of a grimace from Sproat after he let it go. Not, I think, anything that you can really tell by watching the replay. So you just see what they decide here, and he's coming out of this game. So Brad Epstein and Chris Hook are going to walk off this field with Brandon Sproat alongside of them, and that's unfortunate. Just a brilliant first 3 innings for Sproat, then got into the trouble here in the fourth, and luckily for the Brewers, they did have Patrick up, so he had been getting loose in that bullpen as he will now come into this game for the Crew. It's a Ironworkers Local 8 pitching change. Join Ironworkers Local 8. Visit IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org. Chad Patrick coming into this game, a 5-4 Brewers lead here in the top of the fourth inning on the Brewers.
Delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there. If you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use 2 hands like Tino Martinez did.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Today at join139.com.
On the mound for the Brewers, they lead it 5-4 here in the top of the fourth inning. There's nobody out. Stephen Kwan is the batter. It's a 1-1 count on Stephen Kwan at the plate. Chad Patrick, because of the injury to Brandon Sproat and having to leave with the trainer, gets as much time as he needs to get ready. He had been getting loose in the Brewers bullpen already, so this should not take him too long to get himself ready to go and resume this at-bat with Stephen Kwan. But really hard to tell anything from the Sproat situation. We watched the pitch before he came out. It looked like maybe a little grimace as he delivered the pitch, but didn't grab at anything, didn't really give you any sign of what was ailing him, if you will. But Brad Epstein came out, Chris Hook joined him, and it was a fairly brief conversation, and he exited this game. So we'll give you an update on that when we get it at some point over the course of the night here tonight. But Chad Patrick trying to bounce back from a couple of tough outings in a row. Remember, his last outing in Vegas did not go as planned. And then his outing against the Phillies on Saturday did not go as planned. Gave up 5 hits and 4 runs in that one inning on Saturday against the Phillies, including a 3-run home run he gave up to JT Realmuto. So the Brewers hoping that Chad Patrick can bounce back here tonight and give them a couple of good innings on the mound in relief to try to bridge this start for Sproat towards the back part of this game. And the pitch to Kwan missed outside as we are back underway here. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kwan. Patrick looks in. And here's the 2-1 pitch. That just missed outside. Maybe a touch high, and it goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. And that one was close, but it was up. I think it would have caught the plate if it was down maybe another foot, I should say another couple of inches. Would have been a strike at the top of the zone. 3-1. That missed outside. He walked him. And so Kwan walks, and he's aboarded 2 outs now for Petey Halpin. So a lengthy inning. This will be the 8th batter of this inning for the Guardians. Halpin flew out to left against Sproat back in the 3rd. Brewers need some outs out of Chad Patrick tonight. They could use a little length from him. Again, just try to bridge this start towards the back part of this game. The first pitch to Halpin is a ground ball. Right side, ranging to his left is Terang. Fields and throws to first, and the inning is over. So Patrick comes in and gets that final out. And the Brewers keep the lead intact as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 5-4 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Speaking of milestones, Royce Lewis's next home run will be number 50. 3-1 pitch, a swing to fly ball, left center field and deep. Back it goes, deep it goes, and that is gone. Long home run for Royce Lewis. A Major League homer, number 50 for Royce.
What a swing. He absolutely crushed this baseball. Whether it was carrying or not like it was last night, he barreled this thing up. That thing got out of here by a long ways. 444 feet, 107.6 off the bat.
Wow, to left center. 2-run double.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection of the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Brewers as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Cooper Pratt, fresh off his first big league knock back in the 2nd inning, will lead off this bottom of the 4th inning. Williams still out there on the mound for the Guardians. 58 pitches as he begins this inning, and Pratt takes his strike. It's 0-1. Has to feel good to get that first one out of the way for Cooper Pratt. The 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Chased a sweeper down and away, and snowballs and 2 strikes. Everything you do those first couple of days, really maybe the first week you're in the big league, so much of it is the first time you've done that. And each time you get one of those checked off, probably just feel a little bit more like your feet are underneath of you and things are a little bit normalized. Williams out of the windup. The 0-2 pitch to Pratt is a swing and a miss. Got him with a sweeper. And he strikes out Pratt for the first out of this bottom of the 4th. The Brewers honored retired Master Sergeant Greg Anderson on the dugout tonight. He served in the U.S. Air Force for 22 years, avionics and aircraft. And a reminder that retired veterans can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and the health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. Here's David Hamilton, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Hamilton put down a sac bunt back in the second inning. The 1-0 pitch is sprayed foul and out of play down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Hamilton just 1 for 12 on the homestand. You'll see him at third base a lot now with the Cooper Pratt addition. Here's the chopper out in front of the plate. It'll be Bailey, the catcher, to field and throw, and he throws it into right field. He didn't have much time with the speedy Hamilton racing up the line, so he went into mini slide and tried to field it and throw all in one motion with the bare hand, and he threw it wide of Manzardo, and it was Bazzana backing it up that stopped it from going all the way into right field. That'll be a base hit for Hamilton. Just a swinging bunt, well placed. And the Brewers have a base runner with 1 away now for Christian Yelich. Yelich is 2 for 2 tonight. First pitch missed outside. It's 1-0. Homer in the first inning and the RBI single in the second inning for Yelich. Season average sitting at 281. Williams' 1-0 pitch is a strike at the top of the zone with a cut fastball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike on Christian. Brewers jumped all over Williams in the first inning. Frankly, could have had more in both the first and second innings with some of the hard contacts that they had. 1-1 is down and in, 2 balls and 1 strike. You think about Mitchell just missing one to end the first inning. Didn't quite get the barrel to it. Contreras lined out at 106 to end the second inning. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Yelich. Here's the pitch, and Yelich took a strike on the outside edge. It's 2-2. Yelich went 0 for 4 last night, but he has changed that narrative so far tonight. He's been right in the thick of both big innings for the Brewers. 2-2 pitch is high, and the count is full. It's 3-2. Williams approaching 70 pitches. It is quiet in that Guardians pen. Long hold in the 3-2 pitch. There goes Hamilton. A swing and a miss from Yelich, and Hamilton all the way to second as the ball went all the way back to the backstop. So Yelich a strikeout victim. Hamilton made a big turn at second, thinking about trying to dash for third, and then wisely settled for getting himself to second base. So he is in scoring position. And for David Hamilton, there's another stolen base. He has been all over it all season long for the Crew. He's their top base stealer. Hamilton with his 15th of the season. And here's Jackson Chourio now with 2 outs. First offering to him is a high fly ball to right field. Back on it is Fry. Track, wall, gone! Jackson Chourio goes deep. A 2-run shot. And the Brewers on top 7-4. Home run number 10 on the season for Chourio, and the hot streak continues for the Brewers' young superstar. He got a cutter at the very top of the strike zone, and he sent it out of here. What a power surge for Jackson Chourio. 9th home run in his last 17 games. We are seeing him take another step, I think, right in front of our own eyes in real time here over the last couple of weeks. The month of June has been good to him. Bryce Terang takes his strike, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 0-2. Home runs brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Get back to taking big swings on the course, court, or field with a visit to Ortho ASAP. Get expert care today at orthowisconsin.com. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Turang. Missed inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bryce, an RBI double back in the second. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He's got 3 hits in this series. Williams brings home the 1-2 pitch. It's a roller foul up the first baseline, and it stays at 1-2. How about what the Brewers have done to Gavin Williams here tonight? He's given up 7 runs. They had gotten to him for 7 runs over 9 innings coming into this start, and now they've gotten to him for 7 runs, and we're not yet through the 4th inning. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Turang strikes out, and the inning is over. But the 2-run blast from Chourio, and the Brewers lead it 7-4 as we head to the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
The health of Wisconsin depends on people who are ready to serve. That need creates opportunity. And at Concordia University,
the MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
And what do we got? It's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen. Gino Hackett on his heels, a little high. It's airmailed into right field. He's at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward. A little trickeration over the field for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market them.
Like the grimace.
Yeah. Fly ball right center field. This one's deep. Watch it fly. Gone. How about it? Riley Green's first of the postseason delivers a 4-3 lead for the Tigers in the 6th.
Wow, just stayed on that breaking ball. Man, did he hammer that thing. That was 3/4 of the way up those seats out there in right center field.
And sent 8 to the plate. The top half of inning number 4. Jackson Chourio with his 10th home run of the season. Giving the Brewers some breathing room as Bailey digs in. He struck out back in the 3rd inning. And the pitch on the way. Patrick hits a foul from Patrick Bailey. Patrick Bailey. That feels like an SAT question, right? Or potentially a Wheel of Fortune category. Before and after. 1 strike pitch, a ground ball foul right side. Being told for Brandon Sproat a right hamstring cramp, which is what forced him from the ball game tonight. He had given up the grand slam to Daniel Schneemann in the 4th inning after he was through 3 perfect as Bailey takes down and in with a slurve from Patrick. 1-2 the count on Patrick Bailey. Switch hitting catcher, hitting 164 overall in the season. Couple of home runs. Here's the pitch. Wave and a miss, and Patrick struck him out. Ortho ASAP strikeout for Chad Patrick before Bazana hits. 10 for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. With Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Labbering aboard. Top half of inning number 5. Bazana got it going in the 4th inning with a walk, and he rips one foul right side off the netting. Out in front of that cutter from Chad Patrick. Good crowd tonight. Had 30,000 in the ballpark last night on a Tuesday. I'd say we're in the same neighborhood tonight. 0-1 coming. from Chad Patrick. It is slightly low. Good fastball at 97, a ball and a strike. As Lane mentioned last half inning, the Brewers, after a short start from Brandon Sproat, are hoping to get some distance from Chad Patrick tonight. And more than anything, trying to get him to find his rhythm again. That one in the dirt, and a called strike. Wasn't in the dirt at all.
Contreras missed it. The strike call.
Contreras missed it. ABS challenge presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and it is a strike.
The pitch is a strike. Cleveland has one remaining.
Cleveland's got one more challenge remaining. Thought that ball skipped in the dirt from our vantage point because of the way Contreras caught it or missed it. 1-2 on Bazana. Patrick ready to work again, and here it comes. Check swing at a fastball high, did not go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seven-4 Brewers in the top half of inning number 5. 1 out. Chad Patrick ready to go. 2-2 coming. Hit foul. Stays at 2-2. Got away with a cutter down the middle. Patrick again ready, kicks and throws. Foul back again. At bat continues with Patrick against Bazana. Just 2 hits for Cleveland, base hit by Manzardo, and then the grand slam by Schneemann. Kind of ruin what was looking to be a really good start from Brandon Sproat. You wonder how much the hamstring was coming into effect during that grand slam. A check swing and did not go, says Ryan Addison. Sproat finished his outing the grand total of 65 pitches. He was already over 30 pitches in that fourth. 3-2. Bazana one towards the gap in left center field. Mitchell's on the run. He's running out of room, and it's off the fence. Mitchell's got it. His throw will go into the cutoff man, Cooper Pratt. And Bazana has his first hit of the series. It's a double to left center. Number 2 man in the order, Kyle Manzardo, base hit and a strikeout tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Sproat, Jeff. I mean, he looked like a different guy for most of that fourth inning. He was so sharp the first 3. You'd really wonder if that wasn't nagging him a little bit leading into when he actually had to leave the game. He wasn't throwing strikes like he was in the first 3 innings.
Hopefully nothing super serious for Sproat. Potentially making his next start. Won't know for a while. Manzardo digs in, and the pitch from Patrick is down and in. Brewers travel to Atlanta after the game tomorrow. 3-game series with the Braves, and then a 3-game set with Cincinnati on the tail end of it. Before the Brewers head home and take on the Cubs. The last off day of the first half. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Manzardo, even in the count of ball and a strike. A week from tomorrow is the last off day before the All-Star break for the Brewers. They finish with 18 games in 17 days.
It is going to be a stretch. There's a night getaway on that last road trip before the All-Star break, too, from St. Louis to Pittsburgh, I believe.
That's right. 1-1. Manzardo hits a pop-up foul left side. The Brewers are saddled with a couple of night getaways coming from one from Cincinnati. The Brewers have one from Chicago going into somewhere late in the season. Oh, Cincinnati. That's in September. Night game on a Thursday. Again, the Cardinals. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Manzardo strikes out on the high fastball. 2 away. Another ortho ASAP strikeout for Chad Patrick. Nothing will compare to the night game in Las Vegas and then coming back and landing at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I still will go back to 24 when Or I think it was 23, actually. I'm sorry. 23 when had the night getaway in L.A. to Texas without an off day.
That one's down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Yes.
We landed in L.A. That was a 3-city trip. Swept the White Sox. Got swept by the Dodgers. Land in Texas. Sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And then sweep the team that would go on and win the World Series that year.
The 1-0 is a swing and a foul in and out of the glove of Contreras behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, that was a long trip. There have been a few West Coast trips where the Brewers have had night getaways. Pretty notorious for that. The Dodgers. The Dodgers have done that to the Brewers a few times when they have a night getaway and do us a favor by having a 6 o'clock game. The 1-1, swing and a miss. The high fastball, it's 1-2.
I remember a night getaway, and we had to play. We didn't have an off day. We had to play back here the next night, I think against the Rockies, and Eric Thames hit a walk-off home run.
Precisely. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brian Rocchio. Patrick deals, gets a swing and a miss, and he strikes out 3 in the 5th inning. A double by Bazana, but that is all for Cleveland. We're halfway home, and the Brewers lead the Guardians 7-4 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Hey, better. A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Brewers with a 3-run lead as we play in the bottom half of inning number 5. Gavin Williams still out there on the mound. 4 innings. He's allowed 7 runs, a season high. And this one is high on Contreras. Ball 1. 7 hits for the Brewers. Brewers have hit 2 homers against Gavin Williams, Christian Yelich, and Jackson Chourio. This one is a strike. In fact, everybody in the Brewers lineup, with the exception of Garrett Mitchell, has reached safely in this game already. You're getting their first cracks at Williams again in the 5th. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Quick vibe check. Well, the vibes are pretty darn good. Cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Seltzer that passes the vibe check. Pitch to Contreras is a strike in the corner. Contreras lined out to the wall in deep center field back in the 2nd inning. Contreras, a couple of words for the home plate umpire, Ryan Wills. Two from Williams. Down and away. Tried to bait him with the sweeper. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shortest outing of the year for Gavin Williams, 5 innings. He's done that 3 different times. 3-2. Hit in the air to right. A couple of steps back is David Fry. Makes the catch, 1 away. Only once this month has he pitched into the 6th inning. Did that against the Yankees. Bowers waits on the first one from Williams. It's up high, ball 1. Bowers walked and scored in the first, rolled to first base in the third. 7-4 Brewers in the 5th inning. Bowers drives one towards the gap in left center field. Long run, and making the catch is Petey Halpin. Caught it on the warning track over by the Robin Yount notch. Bowers is out number 2. Sal Frelick, a 2-run double in the opening inning. Coming up. Things are heating up, not just on the field. Summer vacation season is in full swing. No summer is complete without a freezer full of Usinger sausage. From brats to Franks to Polish to Applewood bacon, Usinger's has the taste that you're looking for. It's just not summer without them. Frelick takes ball 1 from Gavin Williams. Pitch is a strike. Sal's average now up to 230. Pitch from Williams. Ground ball hit towards the middle, hit off the side of the mound over to Rocchio. Picks it clean and throws them out. Brewers go in order for just the 2nd time in the game. We head to the 6th. Brewers 7, Guardians 4 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller time. People think. They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off his head, it looked like. And over the top. A home run. Canseco in the head. Look at this. Boink. And it's out of here. Jose, you've hit a lot of home runs, but that shot will live forever.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Jeff Patrick back to work in this 6th inning. He'll face the middle of the order, starting with Rhys Hoskins, Daniel Schneemann next, and then David Fry. 7-4 Brewers. Got the lead over the Guardians, game 2 of this 3-game series. So much for that 2-1 ball game that we had yesterday. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Thought we were going to get about the same with the way the Sproat was dealing and Gavin Williams coming into the game. And the Brewers jumped all over Williams. First pitch to Hoskins, misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bullpen moving for Cleveland. Grant Anderson was loosening last half inning for the Brewers. 1-0 is down and away with a cutter. 2 balls and no strikes on Hoskins.
Kind of story within the game, Jeff. If Patrick can give you another good inning here, it's just a huge deal for the Brewers moving forward, right? For him to bounce back after those 2 rough outings.
Hoskins fouls away. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Chad, in his last 2 appearances, says he's working uphill after he was so brilliant for so long. out of that Brewers bullpen and is a swing starter. Tough outing in Vegas. 2-1 is a strike. It's 2-2, and then a tough outing his last time out too against Philadelphia. Trying to bounce back. 2-2 pitch to Rhys Hoskins. Up and in. Daniel Espino is the right-hander getting loose for Cleveland in their bullpen. Patrick's 3-2 to Hoskins. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a cutter. Another strikeout for Chad Patrick. That's his 4th, including his 3rd straight. Another ortho ASAP K for Chad Patrick. And Schneemann, who's responsible for all the runs in this game for Cleveland. Grand slam back in that 4th inning. He's coming up against Chad. Schneemann waiting on the opening pitch from Chad Patrick. It's up and away with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Hey, don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries, just $17.99. Win, lose, home or away. Visit georgewebb.com for locations and details. 1-0 is a ball slightly off the outside corner. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Coming back. That's a strike. Schneemann with his 3rd career grand slam back in the 4th inning. His 6th home run overall on this season. Patrick's 2-1 pitch. Fouled it back. Got a piece of the glove of Contreras. The Brewers go on this road trip to Atlanta and Cincinnati. By the time they get back, it'll essentially be July. One more series of the Cubs, and then the Reds come to town, and it will be July. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another fastball. 4 straight strikeouts for Chad Patrick. And David Fry is the hitter. He's 0 for 2.
And this is the bullpen Chad Patrick we've been used to seeing. Remember, when he was in the rotation, he wasn't getting a ton of strikeouts, but you put him in that bullpen and he lets it eat a little bit, gets aggressive, starts to pile up those strikeouts a little bit. This is a great sign for the Brewers.
David Fry, the hitter. And takes strike 1. The stuff is moving better. He is putting it in the location that he wants to put it in.
And no question, the cutter's the key, and he's got it moving tonight.
0-1 to Fry. Swing and a miss. That one backed up on Chad Patrick, but had enough on it to mystify Fry's bat. 2 strikes to nothing on Fry. Oh, 2 pitch. And a little tapper over the mound. Charging it is Terang in front of the bag. Picks it clean, throws to first, retires the side. Nobody does it better than Bryce Terang on that play, moving to his right near the bag. And a nice strong throw to get David Fry to retire the Guardians in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
New pitcher on for the Cleveland Guardians. It's Daniel Espino, and he is making his major league debut. 22 appearances in AAA Columbus with one start, a .530 earned run average, a 1-1 record for Espino. He'll face the bottom part of the order for the Brewers: Mitchell, Pratt, and Hamilton. 7 runs on 7 hits for Gavin Williams, all earned in the first pitch of the big league career of Espino. Misses inside. 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Espino. Fastball, slider, curveball, his arsenal. And a swing and a miss by Garrett Mitchell, and fastball up and in. Led the organization with 152 strikeouts 5 years ago. Battling injuries for a number of years. Pumps in a strike at 100 on Mitchell. Did not pitch from April 22 until September of 2025 due to a myriad of injuries. They're just getting him back. That's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knee and shoulder issues. Right shoulder capsule repair in 23. Follow-up procedure in 24. I mean, just a mess that he's had to deal with over the course of his career. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets his first big league strikeout. It's Garrett Mitchell that is down on strikes. So Espino strikes out Mitchell. Now it's Cooper Pratt. 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant tonight is Donna Schlag of Green Bay. Donna would win a gift card jackpot of $400 if a member of the Brewers hits a home run in the inning. $100 would be added to the total for each additional home run in the inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Pitch on the way is a strike. Threw him a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Pratt with a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Scored a run on the Yelich single, and then struck out in the 4th. 0-1 is a strike. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. But the home plate umpire, Ryan Wills, put his right arm up and was going to call it a strike. It should have been a strike, but it's not. 1-1 on Pratt. That's down and away. 2 balls and a strike. On the way from Daniel Espino, and a swing and a miss at a neck-high fastball. 2-2. Ball's got some late life on it from Espino. Espino kicks and deals again. Swing and a miss. Threw a fastball by him. Back-to-back Ks for Espino. And now David Hamilton. Roller up the first baseline for a base hit back in the 4th. Stole a bag and then scored ahead of the Jackson Churio 2-run homer. And then a sacrifice bunt earlier. So 1 for 1 for David Hamilton. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 3-run lead for the Brewers. A big old meat hook curveball in for a strike. One strike offering. Popped him up, shallow left. Out is the shortstop, Rocchio. Now coming in the left fielder, Kwan, to make the catch. Inning over, Brewers go in order with a couple of Ks against Espino in his big league debut. Mama in the crowd crying. Been a long time for him getting back to the big leagues. 7-4 Brewers as we go to the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family.
Marte is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out twice to short.
And Marte unloads deep left center for the first time in the big leagues. He's got yard in 3 consecutive games.
Level swing behind the baseball. My word.
This series has been the return to glory for Noelvi Marte. Bombs in all 3 games, all impactful. And this one ties it at 3.
He unloads on this one.
Hit on a line, down in left center field, and the Blue Jays have walked it off. The rookie, Valenzuela's the hero. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the 9th to win it 3-2.
Freeman to center field, a base hit. Number 2,500 in his career. The first major league hitter in 7 years to reach this mark. Another homer by Matt Olson. His second home run tonight. And it is his 19th of the season, his 50th RBI.
What a return off the IL for Dylan Cease. 6 innings, just 1 run, struck out 11. Tied a career high with 29 swings and misses in this game.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well. Deep left. And it is gone! He's won it! No chance! This is a night Braden will never forget.
Stephen Kwan leads it off. Chad Patrick back to work for the Brewers in the 7th inning, and back with the action. Here's Lane.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Patrick's been really good so far out of the bullpen for the Brewers here tonight. And the first pitch to Kwan missed a little bit low with a cutter. It's 1-0. How about 5 strikeouts for Patrick and 2 1/3 so far? It has been something that Brewers dugout has to be really excited about here tonight. The 1-0 pitch to Kwan is fouled out of play down the left field line. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom third of the order here for the Guardians. Kwan, Halpin, and then Bailey to hit here for Cleveland. There is action in the Cleveland bullpen. Sean Armstrong is getting loose. Aaron Ashby is getting loose behind Patrick out in the Brewers bullpen. As Kwan sprays one foul off the netting, it's a ball and 2 strikes on Kwan. He worked a walk against the combination of Sproat and Patrick back in the 4th inning. So Chad has gone through this lineup one time now. 1-2 pitch is a called 3rd strike. Got him with a cutter at the bottom of the strike zone. And that is strikeout number 6 for Chad Patrick. He has been outstanding out of the pen so far here tonight. Another ortho ASAP strikeout. And now here's Halpin. Well, if you're injured, it's time to call in the right relief. Call Habish, and Rotier, serving Wisconsinites for over 95 years. First pitch is fouled out of play, 3rd base side. It's 0-1. National reputation, hometown service. Visit Habish.com. No balls and 1 strike on Halpin. We'll give you a drive around the league as well here. Brought to you by Construction Business Group. Here's the 0-1 to Halpin. That one's fouled back and out of play. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. In the Central, San Diego 6-1 winner over the Cardinals. So this game began with the Brewers 5 games clear of St. Louis. 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play, 3rd base side. Stays at 0-2 here on Petey Halpin. Brewers with a chance to make it a 5.5-game lead if they can hold on to this lead here tonight over Cleveland. The 0-2 to Halpin. And he took low with a slurve. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mets 9-1 winners over the Reds. Salvaging a game in that series in Cincinnati for New York. Patrick's 1-2 pitch. Now it's fought off and fouled back. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes.
Can I make an addition to your out-of-town scoreboard?
Yes.
Biloxi trailing at the moment, but how about the first Double-A at-bat for Andrew Fisher?
I'm guessing it was a home run.
Sure was.
That's what that guy does. I looked at their lineup earlier today. 1-2 pitch. Halpin, a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a sinker at 96. Strikeout number 7 for Chad Patrick in relief here tonight. Another ortho ASAP strikeout, and here's Patrick Bailey. I looked at their lineup tonight, and it was Adam Shesky, then it was Madej, then I think it was Burke, and then it was Fisher.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fun first 4. First offering to Bailey is over but low with a cutter, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Adam Shefsky in his Double-A debut today, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI.
One ball and no strikes here on Bailey. The pitch. And a ground ball hit to second base. Routine for Bryce Terang. Fields and throws to first in time. And Chad Patrick, another 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of 7, a 7-4 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Time is called. There is a black cat on the field on the third base side.
Remember the guy that picked up that one cat a couple of years ago? He got bit.
Don't do it, Kevin. Don't do it.
What a pair of hands he's got. Here's the play of the game right here. Elster with those great hands, and he puts that glove hand out there without a glove. Makes the play.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, a 7-4 Brewers lead. Sean Armstrong takes over on the mound for Cleveland. 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Plan a Grand Slam getaway with Championship Golf, a luxurious spa, and non-stop gaming action. Visit IslandResortAndCasino.com today. Christian Yelich leads off against Armstrong. First pitch is over but low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 offering, and Yelich takes his strike on the inside edge. It's 1-1. Yelich, Churio, and then Terang. Here in this bottom of the 7th for the Crew. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back into the net. That's 1-2. The pitching change for the Guardians. A North Shore pitching change. Sometimes you need a change. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com. 1-2 here on Yelich. And the pitch. That missed inside, and the count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers jumped out to a 5-0 lead tonight. And then the Guardians got a grand slam off the bat of Daniel Schneemann at the top of the 4th. Swung on and fouled back by Yelich. He stings alive at 2-2. That made it a 5-4 game, and then Jackson Chourio launched a 2-run home run out to right in the bottom of the 4th inning to get a couple of those runs back and extend the Brewers' lead back out to 3. Swing and a miss for Yelich. He strikes out. And that's the first out of the 7th, and that'll get Chourio to the plate. For Chourio, it's his 6th home run in the last 7 games. And his 9th home run over the last 17. He's been on some sort of tear. He was 0 for 3 last night, and the way he's been going lately, when he went 0 for 3 last night, you felt like, okay, well, that means there's a big game tomorrow on the horizon. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's just the way it's been with Jackson. I think this is perhaps the best groove we've seen him in his young big league career. 0-1 is swung on and fouled back. He got a hanging sweeper and just missed it. It's no balls and 2 strikes. He's had some really good heaters, if you will, in his 3 years, but this one may take the cake. 8 home runs in the month of June for Jackson Chourio. 0-2 pitch. And a pop-up into right. Tracking it is Fry in fair territory. He will make the catch, maybe stepping into foul territory in the process. There's 2 away, and that'll get Bryce Terang to the plate. Jackson Chourio, just to finish that thought, he was the player of the week along with Jacob Mizorowski. He's put himself in position to be one of the guys on that short list for player of the month in June if he continues this for the next couple of weeks. First pitch to Terang is up and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th for the Crew. Ashby still getting loose in the Brewers pen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Terang took a strike on the outside edge. That was the cutter from Sean Armstrong. Straight foul, third base side. And out of play. 1-2 on Bryce. Bryce had the RBI double back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And 3 for 6 in the series. Armstrong's 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Sinker at 95, and the Brewers go down in order in the bottom of the 7th. We go the 8th inning. It's 7-4. Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better with
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed a cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man. Yeah, let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Family Field, it's a 7-4 Brewers lead. Aaron Ashby takes over on the mound for the Crew, and taking over on the mound for us, take us the rest of the way home. It's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, good buddy. 13 strikeouts for the Brewers pitching duo today of Sproat and Patrick, and now Aaron Ashby takes over with the top part of the order. Bazzana, Manzardo, and then Rocchio to follow. Inning plus for Ashby last night. Pitched in the 7th. And then started the 8th, walked a batter, and then was relieved by Abner Uribe. Bazzana was the guy that he walked in that 8th inning. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Sinker at 95. May have been a changeup, to be honest with you. The StatCast system has had a heck of a time trying to identify fastball and changeup from Aaron Ashby. That last sinker at 97. 1-1 on the way. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Four runs on 3 hits for Cleveland. Grand slam by Daniel Schneemann in the 4th inning. Bazzana swings and misses. Sinker at 97 tied him up. The Brewers 7 runs on 7 hits, but the last 10 have been retired in order by Cleveland pitching. And since the Jackson Chourio 2-run homer. Two from Ashby. Popped him up. They have busted his bat too. On the infield to second base for Bryce Terang. Makes the catch. 1 gone in the 8th. Kyle Manzardo single and a couple of strikeouts sandwiched around it. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. Pitch to Manzardo, a strike on the outside corner. Ashby again ready at the belt. Kicks and deals. Ground ball to second base. 2 hops for Bryce Terang. Waits for Bowers to get to the bag. Flips it to him. That's 10 straight retired by Brewers pitching. Chad Patrick retired the final 8 that he faced, and 6 of those were on strikeouts. The other 2 were ground balls to second base. Chad Patrick was brilliant tonight. 3 1/3 innings, just 1 hit, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Brian Rocchio digs in and takes a strike. Good to see Chad back on top.
Confidence is a powerful thing in this game, and he's got to have it all back now.
0-1. Fly ball into shallow right. Frelick got a good jump, camps under it, makes the catch, and Aaron Ashby goes clean in the 8th inning. Brewers will have Contreras, Bowers, and Frelick coming up. 7-4 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Is back pain. All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
It's left-hander Will Dion. He'll face Contreras to start. 0 for 2 today. Brewers looking for some network health insurance runs. For a Wisconsin-based health insurance plan, visit networkhealth.com. Got the plan to fit your needs. Contreras digs in now against Dion. 435 earned run average for the small left-hander out there on the mound, and the pitch is high for ball one. Throws a lot like an old Iron Mike machine. Remember that old arm that would throw baseballs to the old pitching machine? Baseball just rest on the top of it. This is lined to left, a base hit off the old Iron Mike. Leadoff man is on for the Brewers in the 8th inning. Still only one batter has not reached base safely for the Brewers tonight. That's Garrett Mitchell. He's 0 for 3. Baseball and Usinger Bratwurst. There's nothing better. Unless it's a Usinger Brat served with Pine River cheese spreads like spicy beer. And then you chase it with a giant bowl of Cedar Crest sea salt caramel ice cream. That's Wisconsin, isn't it? It's summer. It's for all of us. Bowers at the plate against Dion. First pitch. Fly ball right center. Got it off the end. Making the catch is Petey Halpin. 1 away.
That Iron Mike machine, they always had it at every putt-putt course where you could also have a chance to go get in the cage, take some hacks.
Still very operational. Just a mechanical arm that goes in a big circle on a spring and
takes up a little bit more space than pitching machines today.
Yes, that is up and in. Certainly doesn't have wheels, and it's not portable. We had one of those in my old high school, and I tried to pick it up once by myself, and I think I still have back problems. Here's the 1-0. It's up high. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. If Reese Hoskins is in the clubhouse right now, listening to our broadcast, which is possible, designated hitter for Cleveland, he knows the Iron Mike machine I'm talking about. 2-0 is a strike.
Jesuit?
Yep. Jesuit High School in Sacramento. Well, technically Carmichael, but Sacramento. Really want to split hairs. Here's the 2-1, a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There is part of the campus that is actually in Sacramento. Some of it is in Carmichael.
Really?
Yeah. Soccer field / rugby field. 2-2 pitch. Hit foul. You could score a goal in Sacramento, and you could also score a goal in Carmichael.
Well, how about that?
See, all information that you would have had if we would have gone to Sacramento and not to Las Vegas.
I know. I told you.
2-2. Liner into right center, base hit for Frelick. Contreras stops at second base. Ball gets away, but Schneeman's there to collect the throw from Petey Halpin. Sal Frelick with a 2-hit night.
I said to you when we landed in Vegas, I said, Jeff, don't you wish we landed in Sacramento? And you looked at me like, come on, man.
Come on.
You know that I wish we would have gone to my hometown.
That's all right.
You might have regretted it after 24 hours, though.
I don't think so.
You had a lot of people.
It would have been a busy week. It would have been a busy week, for sure. But it would have been fun.
Vegas busy in its own way.
Yeah, Vegas had its own busy, for sure. Andrew Vaughn's going to hit for Garrett Mitchell. I didn't even ask you about Vegas. Did you go out and gamble or do anything fun while you were in Vegas?
I went out a couple of times. I didn't gamble at all. I didn't go to the table. I'm not opposed to that, but I just didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Found a ski lodge speakeasy in the Cosmopolitan that Josh Maurer and I went to. And
I heard that was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was frequented another time by a couple of people. Pitch to Vaughn is a ball.
We also went to a James Bond bar.
Lay that on me.
It was underwhelming.
Really?
Yeah.
Was Odd Job your waiter?
No.
1-0 pitch is a ground ball. Fair off the bag down the left field line. Contreras will score. Frelick digging into third. It's a double off the third base pillow for Andrew Vaughn. When you're hot, you're hot. And your name's also Andrew Vaughn. Came in hitting .347, now picks up an RBI double off the top of the bag. Went from potentially being out of the inning with a double play ball to a double and a run batted in. Second and third for Cooper Pratt, who had his first big league base hit back in the second inning. And a pinch runner out at second base. That's Blake Perkins running for Vaughn. Trevor McGill was loosening, but now with a 4-run lead, it's Grant Anderson. Infield up for Cleveland. A pitch from Dion. A swing and a foul off the netting behind home plate. A one pitch. Down and in, and a strike is called. Pratt did not challenge that. Looked like that ball was not close to being a strike. Bailey popped out of there as if he was going to throw behind the runner, Sal Frelick. Never had control of the baseball. 0-2 on Cooper Pratt. Big gap in left center for Pratt. Dion sets and deals. Low and in the dirt. Sort of a changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You went to the table.
I did, a couple times. I was going to ask you if Xenia Onatop was one of your bar keeps at the James Bond.
Also, no.
No? Darn it. Goldeneye. I did go to the tables. I had a good time. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. I'm a big blackjack player. I love playing blackjack. Yeah. I'll sit at third base forever.
Yeah.
Love being the last guy before the dealer flips over the cards because I'm more of a conservative player.
Right.
So I kind of make sure the rest of the table falls in line and does the things they're supposed to do so that the rest of the table doesn't get messed up. You know?
You take charge.
I try. It's a team game. Trying to beat the dealer. 1-2 pitch. Rolled foul. The first night went out with our buddies. Kent was there.
Yep.
Brent Reeland, and TV coordinating producer. John Walsh, our director. Brendan Jones, our graphics operator, was there. Miss anybody? That was it. And Eric Burak, who's one of our buddies with out in Denver. Here's the 1-2. Pratt up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We all had a good time that night. I ended up losing some money. But before we left to go on the bus on Wednesday, I snuck back to the tables. An afternoon session.
Oh, really?
And won most of it back.
Oh, good for you.
It was great. 2-2. Line drive down the right field line, a base hit. Frelick scores. Perkins holds. And Cooper Pratt has his first big league run batted in. Listen to this crowd with the Coop chants. Nice piece of hitting down the right field line from Pratt. Two-seamer up and out of the zone, stayed inside and hit it over the first baseman's head. Carl Willis, a pitching coach, out to have a word with Will Dion. 9-4 Brewers now. 2 runs in this 8th inning. Gary Sanchez will hit for David Hamilton. What a week for the Pratt family.
Oh, man, they're going to have some fun tonight, aren't they? I got Cooper Pratt. If I was going to cast him in a movie, I'm casting him as a young goose.
Okay.
In Maverick with the mustache.
From the original Top Gun.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Edwards.
Pitch to Gary Sanchez. A swing and a miss. Big cut. He was trying to unload. I could see that. Not Anthony Edwards from Revenge of the Nerds.
No. Or ER.
ER came after Top Gun.
That's way later, right?
I like that call. That's down and in with a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great balls of fire.
Hey, Goose, you big stud. Meg Ryan.
Yep.
Grant Anderson's going to get the 9th. Here's the 1-1. And a line drive to center field. It'll be caught by the center fielder, Petey Halpin. Back to their bases go Pratt and Perkins. Everything hit on a line in this inning. Top of the order, Christian Yelich against Dion. Yelich got the party started with a home run in the first. Drove in a run with a base hit in the second. Two for 4 overall tonight. Yelich waits. Dion deals strike 1. Fastball right down the middle. Baseball season, better known as Shandy season, baseball fans. Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor, Leinenkugels. Flavor the moment. Pitch is a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Yelich. Do it again for you tomorrow. Shane Drowan against Parker Messick. Messick having a good year for Cleveland. Pitch up and away. Cleveland's still the only team in the major leagues that has only used 5 starters this year.
That is so hard to believe in 2026.
And here on June 17th, nearly halfway through the season. Runner goes, 2-1 is inside. Bailey, no throw anywhere. Stolen base for Pratt. That's his first. Just checking the boxes. Every Brewer stolen base presented by Delta Dental. For your fellow fanatics, your personal cheerleaders, and your #1 fans. For all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Yelich fouls it back just to our left. Oh, my. Fan tried to make a catch and went through a few hands and then hit that gentleman in the forehead. Oof, put his glove up and that one missed the base. That glove missed the ball. 3-2 pitch to Yelich. Yelich bangs foul left side. Our great crew of ushers that seem to be taken care of. Oof. Pitch to Yelich. And he struck him out looking. Inning ends. Brewers get a couple of runs. An RBI single from Cooper Pratt, his first big league run batted in. We will head to the 9th. 9-4 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance. Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has been sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's.
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed, got him.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric, shutting down opposing lineups. And while all-star backstop Cal Raleigh remains sidelined, a surge of offensive power has arrived.
A rainmaker to left field. Julio with a bang.
Julio Rodriguez is on fire and flexing his marquee muscle. Throw a locked-in Randy Arozarena and a red-hot Luke Raley into the mix, and you got a lineup firing on all cylinders. Thanks to the run of victories to kick off the summer, Seattle has cruised to the top of the AL West and has the Pacific Northwest rocking. The American League is officially on notice. The Mariners are a problem.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Anderson is on for the Brewers in this ninth inning. He'll face Hoskins, Schneemann, and Fry. Last pitched in Las Vegas, 2 2/3 innings, 28 pitches, back on the 8th. It's been 9 days since he's worked. He'll get Rhys Hoskins out of the chute. 28th appearance, former .276 earned run average. Faces his former teammate. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Oh, your station ID will get you that momentarily. Opponent's hitting just .192 against Grant Anderson this year. That's a strike on Hoskins. Brewers won the series against Philadelphia. A win today would guarantee them a winning homestand. And another series victory. Just stacking series wins. Pitch to Hoskins, popped it up a mile high right behind the pitcher's mound. Bryce Terang comes in, makes the catch, 1 away. Now 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers radio network. Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you. 9th inning, 9-4 Brewers as Daniel Schneemann, who has driven in all 4 runs today, digs in against Grant Anderson. Grand slam for Schneemann back in the 4th. In fact, the 4th inning is the only inning in which Cleveland has had a base runner. Check that. They had a double in the 5th. They've had 1 base runner other than the 4th inning. Schneemann fouls it off the mask of Contreras.
Another oddity is that Cooper Pratt has not had a ball hit to him tonight.
Yeah, right? I was looking at that because he had 2 balls hit to him last night.
When was the last time a shortstop in 2 games had 2 balls hit to them?
It's been a while. Speaking of shortstops, Joey Ortiz is in the game at third base. Blake Perkins took over in center. So right now you've got 3 shortstops on the field for the Brewers. Terang, Pratt, and Ortiz. 1-1 is a breaking ball for a strike outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a really late challenge.
Challenging the strike ball.
Really late challenge granted by the home plate umpire, Ryan Wills. I think he's going to win it. Yep. Pitch challenge brought to you by
Cleveland has 1 remaining.
Potawatomi No, it's brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors, the wrong P. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, all ABS replay challenges. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, and that one caught the home plate umpire in the mask. So first it was Contreras that got one. Now Ryan Wills, the home plate umpire. And Wills may need to do some maintenance on his mask. Maybe knocked his throat guard loose. So much so that he just took it off and threw it away. 2-2 on Daniel Schneemann. Anderson's pitch. Foul back to our left. Head on a swivel tonight, huh? Ooh. Pitch is up and away. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Lane, your guy Barrelman was just down here trying to get your attention.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I brought Barrelman into the booth last night.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Josh Mauer's a big fan.
3-2. Check swing, foul, third base side. He's always down there before the 9th inning.
Yep.
He's always right in front of us, trying to rally the troops.
When Trevor McGill comes into the game for the 9th, there's some pretty heavy metal going on, and there is some major air guitar being played by Barrelman.
Ground ball to second base. Not just Barrelman's time or Trevor McGill's time, right? 2 away in the 9th inning. This one's got to go to Cooper Pratt, doesn't it?
It has to. I think the law of baseball says it has to.
David Fry. Fans on their feet. The pitch is a breaking ball low. 1-0 on Fry. Fry is bounced to second, popped to first, and fly to center. Anderson looking for a quick and easy inning. There's a strike. Sweeper. 1 ball, 1 strike. 13 straight Guardians have been retired since their last base runner in the 5th. The 1-1. Fry. Fly ball right field. Back is Frelick on the warning track with a play. Makes the catch, and this one's over. A 9-4 Brewers victory over the Guardians. And they can go for a sweep tomorrow afternoon. 9-4 your final totals when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
While you rest on the weekends, we work for you. Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News with Libby Collins. The latest in news.
Looking at things like Topgolf sponsored a